Recently, hubby left town to go hunting, so I planned a day of playing naked. That morning I woke up lustful and hungry, so I decided to multitask and work hard while I run out for food. I could hear something squeaking under the engine of my pickup truck, and steam continued to escape from under the hood. It wasn't good. Hubby was an hour away from me and couldn't come to my rescue quickly, so I started thinking about who to call to come and pick me up, especially considering my current state of disobedience, when I heard a loud, hefty engine approaching me quickly from behind. The 1970 green Mach 1 with black racing stripes slowed down, and I met the driver's gaze as he drove past me. He looked like a guy who went to high school with me. Finally, he stopped, then backed up the road, parked in front of me, and got out of the car. I was sure his name was Travis, and it looked like he used to hang out with all the smokers in the smoking room. I went to a huge high school, and we didn't run in the same crowd. He came up to my window and assessed me with a slight smile. He was tall, slender, with salt and pepper hair, a full beard, thick sensual lips, and piercing blue eyes. Heck, I didn't remember him being so beautiful. I gave up and lowered my arms to open the window and turn off the loud music. I blushed. Travis looked very funny. I could have died. I rolled my eyes. You think? Hi, Travis. Can you give me a ride, please? He laughed. Oh, yes, ma'am. I've been wanting to give you a ride since the first time I saw you in a pink sweater and pigtails back in high school. Of course, little sister. I'll help you. I sighed and glanced at him, throwing back the window, then picked up my purse and keys. I was afraid he'd see me like this, but better him than my nephew, one of my gossiping friends, or a neighbor. He held my door open, and as I moved to slip out, Travis sucked in a quick breath as his eyes found my wet spot and my prominent vulva. I tried to ignore him and slipped out. He was following me back to his car when he asked, "What is that buzzing sound?" Oh my God, my traffic jam. I forgot about her for a moment. I can't hear anything. It's probably just my stomach rumbling. He helped me into the car, and the moment he realized that the buzzing was coming from my genitals, his face lit up with a knowing look and he gave me a crappy grin. In a whisper, he noticed, "It looks like something needs to be fed well." His outrageous but apt comment made it clear to me that I was in serious trouble. The whole scenario was surreal. The fact that I was caught on a naughty ride, coupled with the fact that I had already been enjoyed and even saved by a handsome hero on his antique jalopy, was just too much. It made me insanely lustful. He was very good, damn handsome, and I wanted him. Very strongly. He was smiling at me and looked so attractive when he said, "I'll take you home in a second, if you don't mind. I'm just going to take a little ride in my car to check out the new carburetor that I've installed." He started it, and the engine roared and hummed. I could feel the unbridled power shaking the frame as he revved up several times. I agreed. He took off, and we flew down Crown Road. I love powerful cars, and I was delighted with the way it revved up and squealed its tires when changing gears. His Mustang was loud and very fast. We rode for a while, then he took 2 bottles of Bud Lights from a small refrigerator in the trunk. It was about 6 a.m., but I took one and opened the lid. I realized where he was going before he finally stopped. It was the place where we all used to park in high school, down by the lake. I laughed. He said, "What? You know, I have to tell all my friends that I took Kayla Marcus to the date place." Shaking my finger at him, I said, "Don't you dare. I'm married, and my hubby won't find it too funny." Travis smiled. "I was just joking. Besides, what happens in a place of dating stays in a place of dating." He lit a cigarette and turned on the music. I could smell his masculine scent, as well as the scent of weed, and I was quickly lost in his big blue eyes. I took a few sips, and then he said, "I think you owe me for helping you. How about this, Kayla?" The faint sound of my plug buzzing changed the key and began to make a funny, uneven buzzing sound. Travis laughed and said, "I think your battery is running out. Come on, let's get out of the car." With some effort, we let go of each other and climbed out. He took an old sleeping bag out of the trunk and spread it out on a nearby picnic table. Out of the blue, I said, "I want to drive your car." Travis started laughing. "I don't let anyone drive my baby. It's too personal. Look what you've done with your pickup truck. Do you even know how to drive a car? It's not the truck's fault. Of course I can drive a car." I'll be careful with her. I'm not going to squeeze out the clutch or do overtaking without asking. Travis leaned in for a kiss and sighed, "It's going to cost you a lot." We both heard the crunch of gravel at the same time. The car was driving along the path to the place where we were parked. "Heck, don't try to get dressed. Just grab your clothes and get in the car. Hurry up." Travis took his clothes and ran to Mach 1. I wrapped my sleeping bag around me and was trying to pack my things when a late model Ram pulled up next to Travis. It was a City Parks car. Travis honked his horn and invited me to come over. I tried to wrap my arms around the sleeping bag, covering my face with one hand and carrying clothes and shoes in the other. Travis shouted, "Come on," as I struggled into his car. He put the car in gear, and the car started moving before I could close the door. After that crazy morning, Travis and I became friends with benefits. He kept my cork as a souvenir. Sometimes he lets me drive his Mach 1, but first I have to do something special, something he likes. I like it too.